Hello, Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to the Broncos Buzz on the MHRT network. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to you with emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, my comments, his comments that isn't Spence, but we'll get to that. Your comments in the chat. We are Broncos Buzz. Guys, tonight, I have kicked Spence off the show. Well, not really. Not really.
More commitment over here. More commitment.
No, it's the Saturday. The show wasn't last night because I had a commitment with my my grandson that unfortunately his baseball game got canceled, but it's way too late to do the show, so it kept it as it was today. Brought in Madungus Creevy from 5280 and the ownership of MHRT. Spence can't do weekends, so I brought in Madungus. Mike, before we get into it, how in heaven's name has your week been?
Fine, just working, dealing with kids, the normal
Taking
thing. 75,000 phone calls from you. Just a typical week.
Oh my gosh. How's the weather, by the way? Ours has been all of a sudden. I mean, we had rain on Tuesday and cold, and now all of a sudden it's like 85, 87 degrees.
It is raining and 50 degrees outside. It is beautiful.
You like that weather?
Yeah, it's football weather.
Yeah.
I am a fluffy guy, so pants and a hoodie is like my cup of tea.
Okay. But you wouldn't want to be sitting in a stadium when it's raining.
If there's a retractable roof, I would love to.
There you go. That's the new stadium the Broncos are looking at. Absolutely. All right. Let's get into chat. We got a couple comments in there. Starting off, bat and lead off is a new person. I haven't seen this person. Mile High City Baby 303. And Giants O-line is awful. Okay, Mike, comment. Do you think that the O-line of the Broncos, the defense of the Broncos will dominate the Giants offense?
Yes, there's no question in my mind.
You don't think so?
No, like the Broncos defense is leading the league in sacks by 10.
Right.
So,
okay.
Not concerned. And I'm sure we'll get into this later.
Yep.
Dre Greenlaw.
Oh, yeah. Victory lap, Vic lap. He says, yo. I said, what's up, Victory lap? He says,
that. I thought he said right on time, I'm out in a bikini right now. I was like, wait, what? Victory lap, put it away, sir.
I'm out in a bikini.
We're not even on the neighborhood, and this is where we're going.
Victor Laugh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this.
I apologize.
Mile High City, baby. Where? Okay. Do you live in Denver? It says, I wish I could afford to go to the game.
You and me both.
So I'm assuming that you live somewhere in Colorado. So that'd be cool. Let us know where you live. Victor Slap says, out too early, still hot.
See, that's why I thought the bikini.
Good gosh, man. Mile High City says, weather's changing here in Denver, Colorado. Okay, see, so he is in Colorado. All right, cool. That's good. Great. Let's see. Yes, sir, 250 for this game. 250, what's that mean?
Per ticket?
250 for this game. What?
Hold on. Now I'm going to look.
Wow.
Go ahead. I'm just looking.
Victor Lab says, I'm making sure my shirt stays on.
I think he means Scatabo.
I know, but I didn't know what that meant, so I just jumped over it.
He's not wrong. Cheapest tickets, $220.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, man.
Hey, that's why you got to go to the last game of the year, the Broncos versus Bill's favorite team, the Chargers.
No, it's not.
Because you can get, dude.
Oh, I knew I needed to have him off the show.
Tickets are listed for $77.
Yeah, because the Wagoners suck. Okay. All right. Let's get into a recap from last Sunday's show. Holy smokes, this game scared the holy living crap out of me. Broncos Jets recap. 13-11 final score. Broncos could not do anything on offense. Jets dominated that game, in my opinion. They dominated that game, and the Broncos are fortunate to come out with a win. What do you think, Mike?
I mean, once again, we ran into the problem where we have outstanding defense and just absolutely no offense. But there's a lot of people going off on Sean Payton like, oh, the play calling was horrible. The play calling was terrible. I didn't have a problem with it. I think there was one or two where it was like, what was that? Like that 3rd and 10 throw to the fullback who ran for 3 yards. Like I didn't like that one. But you look at the second half in particular, and then the entire game through the lens of like, what am I looking for that went wrong, right? There's everything that happened was on execution, right? Like a wide receiver's not getting open, or a wide receiver drops the ball, or somebody fumbles, or there's a penalty, right? Like it's an execution problem. It's not a play calling problem, a scheming problem, a Sean Payton's being too cute problem. It's just a straight up players not executing when they need to.
There you go. Play calling hasn't been great. Do you agree?
Not really. I mean, you go back and you look at the previous games before that, like was it play calling or was it just poor execution by the players? You know what I mean? Like you can't sit here and say it's bad play calling and then praise Bo Nix for how well he's been. Right? Like those two don't go together. If it's a bad play call, then the quarterback is not going to look good running said play. So you can't say, oh, poor play calling, but Bo Nix looked great. That's not how that works.
Victor Lapp says too cute sometimes. Do you agree?
I think that there are times where he's trying to overthink or outthink the opponent, but he ends up overthinking it and then getting too cute with it. I get that. But like 1 or 2 bad play calls in a game is not poor play calling for the whole game, right?
Right. What do you think about the overall Bronco defense? I mean, I know we only won 13-11, but a win's a win. But 9 sacks? Holy smokes, dude. That is insane. That is 2015-esque. Do you agree?
I completely agree. Like, you look at how the defense has been playing. You look at how the offense has been playing. The defense is playing well enough for us to still have the lead, and the offense is playing just good enough to squeak one out. Like you would think going against the Jets.
Don't go there, Mike. Squeak one out.
You who says I didn't already? You would think that with the team that we have, the defense would play like they've been playing, and the offense would be blowing people out, but we're not.
Yeah, true. Now we'll get into it at the end of the show, but we also have the other New York team that's more scary than this team. But we'll get into that later on. On the heels of the defense, Nik Bonitto just became the 4th Broncos and first player since Von Miller in 2014 to record multiple sacks in not 1 or 2, 3 straight games. Bonitto's 7 sacks is only second most by any Broncos player through 5 games this season. Is Nik Bonitto not only living up to his contract, of course, but is Nik Bonitto on verge of breaking Von Miller's record and becoming Defensive Player of the Year in the same season?
I think he's on the verge of breaking TJ Watt's season record.
Wow.
I think
really.
I believe TJ Watt is at 22.5 with Strahan. And I believe that Bonitto is on pace to hit 22 to 23.
Wow.
That's what I think. I mean, and look at the Broncos defense overall, right? Like they're already at 30 sacks.
Yep.
And I believe the record is 75. Am I wrong?
We will get into. I do have that.
We'll get into that later.
In fact, that's the next one right here. That's the next topic.
So
you're right.
Yeah, like you look at Nik Bonitto, he's on pace to, and I mean, you think about it, right? Like the trade that we made to trade away Von Miller, that pick was Nik Bonitto.
Yeah.
Like we traded away Von Miller and got Nik Bonitto. And it looks like Nik Bonitto is going to be our next Von Miller.
Dude, at that point in time, did you regret letting go of Von Miller? I did. I personally did.
I didn't have a problem with it.
No,
I mean, no, other than like nostalgia reasons, like, yeah, he's one of the greatest Broncos to ever play. But when you look at production wise and when you look at team fit wise, I could see why they let him go. Because I mean, once he left Denver, he was basically a part-time player.
Yeah, true. Victor Lab is just Victor Lab. Have you seen my notes? You're right on topic of what I was going to say. It says, as a team, we're on pace to break the 85 Bears sack record. All right. Now that you brought that up, here it is. Broncos defense is reminding a lot of Bronco fans of 2015, and with due respect, Denver is averaging 5 sacks per game. That's insane. 5 sacks per game, averaging 5 sacks per game, and through 6 games has amassed 30 total. If they can keep up this pace, they will finish with 85 sacks and shatter the Bears record of 72 sacks in 1985 championship. Is that insane? Okay, I know we've already gone through 6 games. We still have 11 more to go.
Hey, Bill math worked. I was waiting for you to say like 15. We played 6, so we got 15 left.
Well, I was thinking. Do you really think the Broncos at this pace can continue doing? Because you know the offenses of other teams, like the Chiefs, like who else we have? We got the Chiefs, we got the Chargers again, we got the Raiders,
Texans, we got the Cowboys.
Yeah. So do you think that they're not going to make adjustments to keep the Broncos away from getting those sacks, or do you think it'll still continue?
Well, I think we're at least guaranteed 10 more sacks because we play the Raiders twice. So there's 5 per on there. I mean, listen, even though Jack Kenne's not in here right now, the Raiders offensive line is horrible. Like it is absolute dog crap. So there's 5 sacks per game right there, right? Yeah. No, I don't foresee Denver getting 85, but I do think they're going to push for that 72.
Okay.
I don't see that as being too big an issue. My issue is that, before we started the season, we were all like, man, the secondary is going to be killer. We're going to be getting interceptions. We're going to be getting turnovers. The pass rush might be okay. We might be looking good. And it turns out the pass rush is where we thought the secondary was because we don't have any turnovers in the secondary.
Well, guess who we're getting back this week? We're getting Greenlaw back.
That's not secondary, though.
I know, but I'm just saying we got I'm just saying we have Greenlaw back. So what do you think of that? Is that going to boost the defense? I mean, having Greenlaw, don't you think that will impact the push to get more sacks or not?
Sorry, I got a point over there. I'm used to
No, you can click on it. It's okay.
I know I'm used to going like this, but I'm not over the comment, so I got to.
I know, but it's okay. The Raiders are ass.
They are.
So Victor out 1 beer plus 2 beers equals 1 beer.
That's Bill math.
Anyway, so do you think that having Greenlaw back, and he hasn't played all year, do you think that will boost the pass rush? I know he's not, directly involved.
So here's the thing, right? Like we've been talking all year about how the middle linebackers have not played well. They're missing tackles. They're getting burned in coverage. And then we saw Malcolm Roach return last week. And what happened? We didn't have any bad conversations about the inside linebackers.
True.
Because Malcolm Roach is one of those guys that picks up block, picks up double teams, gets through the blocks, is great on run defense, right? And so he's able to let the interior linebackers, the middle linebackers, just roam around and make tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Now you take Justin Sternot out and put Dre Greenlaw in. Now you're adding on to that because Dre Greenlaw can go out in coverage. He's not an Alex Singleton in coverage. He's really, really good in coverage. So now you can throw Dre Greenlaw on a tight end. You can throw him on a running back who's trying to sneak out around the corner, leave Alex Singleton to spy on the quarterback. Like everything is going to change with Dre Greenlaw and Malcolm Roach back.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy smokes. My High City base. One beer at a game is $14.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a hot dog is $8 to $10 too.
But what size is the beer? It better be a 16 ounce. It better be a 20 ounce. At least. Good gosh, man.
My wife just stole my phone. What are you doing?
She's trading it in for a new one.
Let's see all my girlfriends in there. I mean, oh, you're getting into my bank account. Oh, okay. Great. Let's hurry up and wind this show up. I'm going to have to go fight my wife here in a minute.
I forget what this one is.
I don't know.
Oh, here it is.
See, I'm distracting Bill. He's not on his normal rhythm anymore.
I'm not on my normal rhythm. Okay, I got this one. Okay. The Denver Broncos played the Jets in London. And after every overseas game, teams come home for a bye. The Jets have a bye, and the Broncos have what? The Broncos don't have a bye?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. The Denver Broncos asked the league to not have the schedule for a bye week after the London game against the Jets. Hold on a second. What? You don't want a bye week after a London game? Sean Payton said his reasoning. Here it is. Sean Payton wanted the bye week closer to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Should Denver be in the mix to rest the players for that push?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's why he wanted the bye week later. My thought and my question is, don't you need players to rest? I mean, what? Okay, let me back up. If we had a bye week this week, the players that are injured or nicked up or whatnot could heal up and make the push going forward. And I understand it's only week 8 this week? 4 and 2 is 6, 7, week 7. Okay, so
Bill math.
Yeah, 4 and 2 is 8. Anyways, but my point is, if there's issues now, don't you want to address those now? Or what if there's catastrophic ones further down? Now you have only a short window to get healed. Am I wrong? Am I missing something?
I mean, like I can understand where you're coming from. I think.
You got to understand my head.
I'm trying to. Like it's the gears are spinning right now. So what you're saying is, why not have the bye week after London?
Yes, because you got a long trip home. You have to get your body into the time zone, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. And I've talked to people that have played and done those trips. Let's say that you fly from California to New York, right? Mm-hmm. Like 3-hour time difference, right? Like your body's got to get used to it. But a day or two into it, you're pretty used to it, right? Like you've already changed.
That's our 3 time zones.
I know, but what I'm saying is, no matter it all depends on when you fly out, right? Like if they do the game and then spend a couple hours at the hotel and then immediately fly back out.
When they went to London, Sean Payton said when they went to London, as soon as the game was over on that Sunday or Monday, whatever it was,
Sunday,
they immediately got their stuff, went straight to the airport, flew to London. They spent the whole
No,
week
I
in
mean
London.
like, but after, right? So,
Afterwards, they did the same thing. They
right. So they
immediately
got
got on
done
the
with the
plane and flew
game,
back.
got on the
Yep.
plane, flew back.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and then they don't have practice on Monday.
Right.
So by Tuesday, your body's already reacclimated to where, because you didn't really have a whole lot of time to change everything London and then go back to the States because you're already there, right? Like,
True.
so I don't. If you're flying back directly after the game, I don't think you need a bye week to get reacclimated. You're already reacclimated by Tuesday, and that's when you're going back to practice. So I can understand having the bye week later, because let's say all during the beginning of the season, like we have, you have certain players that have been fighting injury, right? Like Malcolm Roach was out, Drake Greenlaw was out. We had some other, like Jonah Ellis is out, right? So if you can work them back through while we're still playing and then have a bye week later, then since you've gone through 10, 11, 12, 13 games, you give your body that extra week to rest, and then you go on the run for the playoffs. So I understand where he's coming from.
Okay. Well, that being said, I did read where Sean Payton said that he specifically flew the team out there right after the game on Sunday and flew them back the following Sunday back to Denver so they could acclimate. And he wanted to preserve. It's kind of like a what's what I'm looking for. It's kind of like, well, other than a bye, but it's kind of like having that extra day off. You know, where you can or extra week off so you can prepare and whatnot. And that's what he wanted. And he said that he felt it was better. He asked the league specifically if they could put the bye week where they did, and they did. So you're saying there is no jet lag. There is.
I'm not saying that there's not jet lag. What I'm saying is that jet lag doesn't last for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Jet lag is going to last for a day or two and then go away.
Right.
So there's no reason to specifically schedule a bye after an international trip because of jet lag, when jet lag only lasts a day or two.
Yeah. Going back to let me get in the going back to the whole alcohol beer thing.
Oh boy.
Mile High City Baby says 16 or 20 ounce. So it's a 60 ounce. Victor Lab says I ordered a Vegas bomb at the casino, $13 and barely had any alcohol in it.
20 ounce.
A $13 for a Vegas bomb? I don't even know what that is. But
I don't know what it is either, but I don't want to pay $13 for it.
Mile High City Baby says, I don't even pay that much for a bottle of Amsterdam vodka. Oh, guy. Victor Lab, yo, David Yonkin. Oh, there he is. David Yonkin. Everyone, evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Absolutely. Thanks for chiming in. Really do appreciate it. Mike is trying to kill something over there.
I got it. There was a fly. Sure. I got it.
David, what do you mean it's hard to figure out my mind?
Facts. Straight facts.
Come on, all you gotta do is just think along my line.
Think like a grandpa. That's how you gotta think.
Wait a minute. My wife has a hard time figuring me
out. Think like a founding father. That's what we gotta think like.
Victor Lapp says Sean Payton likes to be different. Do you agree?
I guess my question is, what do you mean by different, right? Like,
I think he's talking about.
I mean, he's been a coach for what, a gajillion years. Like,
I think talking about the whole buy thing, the whole buy.
But like, you look at it and you think about the decisions he makes, right? Like, you can see the reasoning behind why he does what he does, right?
Oh, dude, that is so freaking cool, Mile High City Base. I got a friend of mine going to the game. Okay, we're gonna get into that, but I'll preface it before I get into it. Tomorrow night's game, or tomorrow day's game, is going to the Broncos are inducting DT Demaryius Thomas into the Broncos Ring of Fame. and Super Bowl 50 alumni is going to be there. So, anyways, Joe Brewer says it's hard. Oh, hang on. It's hard to figure out Bill's mind because I'm not. Don't go there, dude. My mom passed away from Alzheimer's. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, go ahead. Read that one.
It's like me pounding my head against a brick wall when it comes to trying to figure out. Anyways, Mile High City baby says I got a good friend of mine going to the game, so he is getting me a Super Bowl 50 chain tomorrow. That is so cool. Are they passing those out, or is you have to buy it, or what's the whole?
I'm assuming you have to buy it. I don't know. I'm guessing they're handing out something because they normally do during games, right? Especially during ones with like inducting someone in the Ring of Fame or celebrating Super Bowl 50, you know. So I don't know what they're. I doubt it's a chain, but
that's cool. That's cool, man. Oh, it's for the first 25,000. Well, you better get there, dude.
Start swinging. You'll get in there. Out of the way.
I am not a Bolt fan, of course, and I don't. And he does weird things. He likes no. That's not. I'm not. No. Anyways, speaking of not being a fan, how about not being a head coach anymore?
I never was one.
The Tennessee Titans. This is crazy, dude. The Tennessee Titans have fired second-year head coach Brian Callahan after a 1-5 start. Hold on a second. The New York Jets, last I checked, was 0-6. They didn't fire their head coach, but they fire the head coach of the Titans after a 1-5 record. It's worse than that. Callahan's record after 23 games dating back to last year is a pathetic 4-19. Mike, let me ask you this. Would you, if you were the owner of the Titans, would you have fired them like they did?
If I was the owner of the Titans, I would have fired myself. Like that's what you get for moving on from Mike Vrabel. That was the dumbest decision ever. That was like the Browns moving on from Baker Mayfield. Now you're looking back at it going, really? Did I really do that?
So let me ask you that.
You're sitting here and you're in the front office of the Tennessee Titans and you're looking over at the New England Patriots and you're like, well, damn.
So let me ask you this. Flashback. Why do you think the Titans fired Vrabel?
It was something with Vrabel and the new owner, right? I don't even remember what it was. I think it was a personal beef thing. I don't know. But how are you going to fire Mike Vrabel and then go to Brian Callahan and be like, oh, this is going to be great?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, why would you do that? And then Vrabel goes to the Patriots. Look what the Patriots are doing now. Yeah, holy smokes, man.
Playoff contenders, at least for
crazy. Now. Joe Brewer, you have it slightly wrong. Don't we have the video of Bill saying butt clenching? No, butt cheek tight time.
No, we do not have a video of that. I could get one.
You took it off though, right?
I don't think I ever had one in there.
Oh no, you never did. You're right. You never
did. I got you going 69. It was I don't have you doing butt cheek tight time.
It would just be going, oh well, on a close game. I way early when I joined the network. I used to always say, oh my gosh, the game's too close. It's butt cheeks tight because your butt cheeks are tight because you're nervous, you're scared, you're holding everything in. That's where that came from. But you were close. It's not butt.
Well, here, Joe. Let me show you a preview of what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Right? Like, hold on a second. No, yeah, that one right here. Go here. Go down here. And
funky butt loving.
That's right. Anytime the Broncos mess something up, that's the video I'm playing.
Oh, see, there you go. Joe Brewer says Broncos versus Eagles pod toward the end of the game. for butt cheek tie time. Exactly.
Oh, I'll find it.
There you go. Because I did say that. You're right.
We'll throw that in the fourth quarter. Butt cheek tight time.
I mean, if the game is so close, I'm nervous as heck, and I'm just like,
that's just going to be our fourth quarter now. As soon as the clock runs out in the third quarter, just be like, listen, you all know what time it is, and then play the video. It's butt cheek tight time.
That's perfect, dude. That is perfect. That is
see. This perfect. Is why you have to always be careful when coming into a show when you see my face on it, because you're going to come into something just completely weird.
Ain't that the truth? But that is perfect, because if anybody watches the Red Zone, when the witching hour, not when it's the hour. It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Eastern. No, 4 o'clock Eastern. 3 o'clock. Sometime. I can't remember. They always, what's the name? Always says it's the witching hour.
Yeah, it's what's the fourth quarter.
Okay, when wins become losses and losses become wins. Well, guess what? We're taking that to a higher level. It's the fourth quarter.
Especially if it's a Broncos game, because good Lord, we can't hold on to a fourth quarter lead.
So it's the fourth quarter starting, and now instead of being when wins become losses and losses become wins, it's butt cheek tie time. That's going to be so good, guys. That's going to be so good. Oh, my gosh. Don't miss the neighborhood tomorrow, because I guarantee you that he will find a way to put that in there. No doubt about it.
Oh.
What? If Denver gets the Super Bowl, I'll shave my eyebrows off. Dude,
if we make it, we need proof. Eyebrows. You have to send it to me, and I'll pop it up on the show.
But I don't have any eyebrows. I'm not saying me.
You don't have any body fat either. It's fine.
I can't shave anything. Well, I can shave some
Bill's favorite holiday is Halloween because he blends in with all the skeletons. Nobody can find him.
That's true. That's true. Unfortunately, it's true. Unfortunately. I want to go back up to this one. Let's see. Dylan, thank you so much for being in the chat. He says, what the F did I come into butt cheeks or what?
Butt cheeks, funky butt loving. He came in at an interesting time.
Yeah, he did. Victor Lapp said 27-13 Broncos, not nervous at all. I am. And we'll get into that. But I am extremely nervous because Jason Dart is on fire, dude.
Jackson?
Yeah, that guy. But he's on fire. That Dart kid is good. And how about their running back? Starts with the
Scatterbo.
Yeah, that kid's freaking crazy.
That guy is CTE in a bottle.
Do you think CTE in a bottle? Do you think that the Broncos, and we'll get into this, but do you think the Broncos defense can handle them?
Well, okay, so again, this is where everything changes, right? Because if you go to the first 5 games, absolutely not. I think Cam Scatterbo runs us over. But this week, now we have Malcolm Roach back in there, whose specialty is running game. And now you have Dre Greenlaw in there with Alex Singleton. So I think we're going to do pretty good against Scatterbo.
So our running defense, you think it just got elevated 23, 40%?
Because of Malcolm Roach. So look at the rotation, right? You got DJ Jones in there. You got Malcolm Roach in there. Then you get Malcolm Roach with Uwazurike, right? And then you got John Franklin Myers.
Ooh.
All these pass rushers. Like it's going to be fun.
I just got spanked by David Yonkin. Thanks, David, for your comment. I do appreciate it. Honestly, I do. Bill, stop with Dart and Skip because they have not played a defense like ours. I totally agree. But neither had the Jets played a defense like ours, and we barely won the game. That's what scares me because the Giants beat the Eagles. I know we beat the Eagles. I know we did. But the Giants are a much better team than the Jets. So what scares me is if the Giants are better than the Jets, where's our diva? But Mike did point it out that we got 2 key players back. Mike, do you agree that the Giants, and we should not be scared about that the Bronco defense is outstanding and we should not be scared of the Giants?
I'm not worried about the Giants offense. I'm more concerned with the Giants front seven on their defense. And that's just because of, the offensive line. But my question is, Dylan, did you just call me fat?
Mike put on the line and no one's
Because I'm telling you right now, with the size of those gentlemen, I will be laying in the fetal position screaming like a girl. That's all. That's all I'll be doing. It'll be a great mic'd up moment.
Joe Brewer brought out a good comment too. He said, remember when the G-Men played the Eagles, it was without several Eagles starters like the Birds starting corner and Carter. That makes a difference. So they beat the Eagles.
So this is what I'll say, right? If you look at the Jets game, you had Matt Parrott in there at left guard. Absolute dog wash. It was horrible. Turns out he hurt his knee on like the first series. And so that's why he wasn't playing well throughout the game. But he's on IR now. We have Alex Palchevsky starting at left guard. So if he plays as well as we think he will, I'm not as concerned because the rest of our offensive line is good. But if Alex Palchevsky does not play well at left guard, then we have another Matt Parrott on our hands. It's going to be a very long Sunday because they have a very good pass rush. Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, man, there's like four more, and I can't even think of their names. Brian Burns, like he's up there with Nik Bonitto for sacks. Like they could be a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. Okay.
Oh, he says no because I'm fat too. Yeah, fluffy boys. That's what we're going to call ourselves, the fluffy
boys.
The fluffsters.
Oh,
Fluff 1 and Fluff 2. That's what we're doing.
Oh, my gosh. Speak on the heels of what you were saying. Getting back.
My daughter just gave me the weirdest look when I said that.
Yeah?
I said the fluffy boys, and she gives me the side eye like.
On the heels of getting back Greenlaw and others, G-Man Carter's questionable, and don't forget about what? Don't forget about
G-Man Abdul Carter's questionable. Don't forget about Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence was one of the ones I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah. Not fat, just big boned.
I'm little boned.
I like to tell my wife it's extra cushion for the pushing.
Okay, we're going to talk about.
It just went way too quiet there when I said that.
We're going to go. Yeah. Okay. On the heels of players coming back after Denver signed JT Gray, by the way, they did. Mm-hmm. They also signed linebacker Garrett Nelson. Nelson can be an asset if needed in a backup role or in certain packages. Do you like that signing of either one?
Well, Garrett Nelson is going to be playing at defensive end, so he'll be another pass rusher. I liked him at Nebraska. He's not going to be anything but a practice squad guy. But
you don't think I'll ever see the field?
Maybe if we have some injuries, but let's hope that we don't.
Yeah.
But JT Gray, that's a big one, right? Yeah, he's a 3-time All-Pro on special teams, and he's a special teams captain. And the biggest weakness on the Broncos team has been their special teams. The Broncos special teams actually ranks last in the NFL. And so when you look at the special teams, right, like there's been a lot of missed tackles. There's been a lot of just being out of position. And like the coaches can only do so much. So that's one of the reasons why teams have team captains, right? So the coaches will send in the play and they'll coach the players through the week. And then the team captains will kind of take over on the field. Like during the game, the team captain is going to make sure that people are in the right spot. People know what they're doing. They know where they're going, right? We haven't had that on special teams. So JT Gray can actually step in there and help fix the special teams by being that special teams captain, the leader that we've been missing.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Dylan,
I was just reading that one.
It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean.
Exactly.
Good gosh. I knew having Mike on the show was going to go a whole different way. No, it's David. If I turned sideways, I would disappear.
It would just be head and nose. You wouldn't see anything
Here, watch.
else.
Here, watch. Here, watch. I'll turn sideways.
That makes sense.
See? See? It worked. It works, dude. I turned sideways and I ain't there.
Bill is paper thin and the same color, bleach white. You need a tan, sir.
Well, it just do this. Just turn down my light. No?
Sure.
That don't work. Want me to turn it back up?
I prefer you turn it off, but you know.
Oh, you mean like this?
Hey, there we go. Now we're talking. My eyes feel so much better. Oh,
I'll turn it down. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Mike, it's always fun having you on the show. It always is. That's neighborhood is always.
and I don't think people understand like the way that me and Bill are talking in the show is the same exact way we talk on the phone.
Oh yeah,
This is why our conversations are like 2 hours because we're just laughing the whole time.
absolutely.
Or I'm making inappropriate comments.
Like always.
A lot, yeah. Most
Like
of the
always.
conversations.
Okay, this is an incredible accomplishment in the just a year and 6 games for Bo Nix. Bo Nix since 2024 is in the same class as Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson with 35 plus passing touchdowns. Touchdowns and 5 plus rushing touchdowns in that same span of time. That is incredible, guys. Lamar Jackson is a running quarterback. Josh Allen, okay, so. That is remarkable. 35 plus touchdown passes in what? 17 and 6, 23 games?
Yeah.
23 games. I know my math is back again. 23 games, 35 plus touchdowns, 5 plus rushing touchdowns. Only 3 quarterbacks in that time. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Bo Nix. What do you think, Mike? Is that insane or what?
Well, like that. That's why I'm trying to figure out why people are hating on Bo Nix so much. Like, and this comparison has been made all over the place. But if you try to compare Bo Nix to another quarterback that's played in the NFL, honestly, the closest comp is Baker Mayfield. And with how well Baker Mayfield is playing, isn't that what you want from Bo Nix, is to play like that? Like, Bo Nix is showing, even though Bill wanted Jarrett Stidham at the beginning of the year, Bo Nix is showing that he's going to be that franchise quarterback, and he already is, right? Like, none of the issues that we're having on offense are because of Bo Nix.
Yeah. Do I dare go to the chat, Mike? This is for you.
I hope you do. Oh, yeah, I pulled that one up. I'm not going to read it out loud because my kids are right there.
I'll read it. Mike, ask your wife what boobs are and tell her that you're a visual learner.
Hey, babe!
Not now.
Why not? You can't see.
I'm not saying I want to see. I'm just saying. Hey, I turned off the light and he said I look better. Okay, there you go.
There we go.
Is that better?
My headache just went away.
Oh my gosh, you guys in the chat, you're always fun. You're always amazing, man. Love it. Joe Brewer, come on, man. I'm not glaring over Bo Nix. I'm not gushing over him or anything. I'm just saying I'm bringing up the topic. And yes, that's a fantastic comment. What I meant by the preseason is that I did not see Bo Nix doing extraordinary things in preseason, nor, to be honest, have I seen him do extraordinary things in games a la the New York Jets.
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
Let me ask you a question. How many amazing things in the preseason did you see from Daniel Jones? You know, the current like in second place for MVP.
No, I wouldn't.
How about Baker Mayfield? How many great things did you see from him in the preseason?
No, I wouldn't go there. But Bo Nix,
Just made my point.
I know, but what I'm saying is against the Jets, where was the offense, dude?
Again, it was an execution problem.
Okay.
Because Bo Nix can, like, think about it, right? You take away the Troy Franklin fumble, right? Now we're going on a long drive in the red zone. You take away that first Matt Parrott.
Bo Nix fault the overthrows.
Yeah, but in the Jets game, he had like 2. I mean, you saw Josh Allen overthrowing the ball, right? Like, he's one of the more accurate passers in the NFL. They overthrow balls. It happens. It's his second year, too. Like, it's not like we're talking about him overthrowing the ball every throw. Like, he does it once or twice in a game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you take away the Troy Franklin fumble. We're in the red zone, right? On the first drive of the game. You take away the Matt Parrott penalty, right? Now the deep ball to the first one to Cortland Sutton. We're in the red zone again. You take away that second Matt Parrott holding penalty. The pass to Troy Franklin. We're in another red zone situation, right? So, like, the problem isn't Bo Nix. The problem isn't play calling. Like, the play calls are there. The plays are Bo Nix is making the plays, but the penalties and the stupid mistakes are wiping out these drives that we should be scoring on.
Yeah. I gotta do this. David Young said, Bill keeps forgetting what he's talking about.
I like this one. Mike, fat person to fat person, what kind of food should I order? What kind of food you looking for, man? Like, are we talking
Pizza?
Greasy stuff? Are we talking pizza? Are we talking Italian? Are we talking Chinese? Like, what are we talking about here, man? You got to give me some parameters here. And then I'll tell you.
Hey, do you got Chinese? Do you have a Chinese? Do you have a Chinese restaurant where you live?
Not where I live, but within like 30 miles. Yeah.
About an hour and a half away.
No, in California, 30 miles would be an hour and a half away. In Nebraska, 30 miles is like 25 minutes.
That's true. That's true. I would agree with that, no doubt. So do you agree with Joe Brewer?
That sounds good. Sorry, there you go.
All right. I think part of the issue is Franklin at wide receiver 2 would rather have Bryant given with Franklin's feast and family with him. Do you agree?
That's the problem, though. Franklin and Bryant don't play the same position, right? Like, Bryant is more of a Cortland Sutton type, whereas Franklin is more of a downfield burner, right? So Franklin's going to be your faster receiver that gets open deep, whereas Bryant is going to be your technical route runner that's going to get open by running a perfect route. And at one point, that was what Sutton did very well. He ran routes very well to get open. Now, not so much because he's not as fast. But Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin played two different types of. So Pat Bryant would replace like Devon Vele, right? Like Devon Vele, like before we traded him, was probably the most technical route runner on the Broncos. So Pat Bryant would be taking that spot.
They want to talk about Mexican food. And then Joe Brewer says, how about Taco Bell?
No, dude, because then your butt's going to hurt the next 2 days.
I love Taco Bell.
Dude, Dylan, do they have a Taco John's where you're at?
Taco John? I've never heard of that.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
Is a Taco John's like a Taco Bell?
Yeah, but better.
Huh.
They do? Oh, dude, you got to get the chicken 6-pack in a pound. That's my jam.
So this whole show turned into Broncos Buzz / neighborhood.
Menu advice. Chicken 6-pack in a pound with the nacho cheese and the sour cream for the potato olays.
Oh,
there you go.
You got to have the sour cream on the freaking Mexican food. Oh, you got to. Got to. And eat it all myself? Dylan, you going to eat it all yourself?
Absolutely.
It's
it's basically 6 soft shell tacos.
Joe Brewer says, no wonder Bill was so thin, given he loves Taco Bell. He loves blowing the crapper out the next.
Yeah, that's why you don't gain any weight. You go to Taco Bell and then you blow it all out the next day.
Maybe that's why they call it a bell.
He's just sleeping and then wakes up in the middle of the night like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. And then he's got to run to the bathroom.
Oh gosh.
You're
Wait,
getting your
man.
steps in by your frequent trips from the bed to the bathroom.
Dom Mars, thank you so much for being in chat. Haven't seen you lately or before. It says Bose that has to hit deep passes and make difference. Backup and run game will be good again. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, there's certain deep throws, right? So think about the Jets game. That throw to Cortland Sutton in the end zone, in the back of the end zone, he just missed him. And but at the same time, that was a Bo Nix underthrow, and then Cortland Sutton looked like he couldn't find the ball. So it was kind of a mix of both. He overthrew Troy Franklin once. He overthrew Marvin Mims once.
Oh, big time Marvin Mims.
Yeah, it was like, and again,
he was wide open.
When we're talking overthrow, we're talking like a foot, right? Like we're not talking like throw it in the stands. We're talking like he's missing these.
No, he didn't throw it away. But
I know, but I'm saying like we're talking about him missing throws by like that, right? So, yeah, we can criticize, but if I'm throwing the ball anything outside of 10 yards, I'm going to miss you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom. Dylan ordered it.
Huh? It's ordered. What is?
He got the 6-pack in a pound with the nacho cheese and the sour cream.
Wow. 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 Okay, cool.
Just making life decisions over here, Bill.
What I normally do.
I'm like a life coach.
What I normally do toward the end of the show. Last three topics. Okay.
We've already been here for 50 minutes. I didn't even look.
51 minutes and 43 seconds. But it's going
it
goes by fast.
Can I have one banana?
Can you have one banana?
She can have
I don't care. Go ask Mom.
A whole bunch of bananas.
Dadgummit.
She bring her back in. I want her to say that.
Emma! Zoe, get out. I was yelling at my dog.
Emma.
She's coming.
Emma,
you know what to say.
Dadgummit.
Dog.
No, say dadgummit.
Dadgummy.
There we go, dadgummy. Okay, now go ask Mom.
She's so cute, guys.
She gets
really
it from
is.
me.
She's so cute. You want to be on the show? Come here. Oh, my dog doesn't want to. All right.
Add an extra sour cream.
Okay. The late Demaryius Thomas will be inducted into the Broncos Ring of Fame this Sunday, tomorrow, against the Giants. Former Super Bowl champion players will be in attendance to honor DT and his family at halftime. Mike, is this way overdue? Is it appropriate? And I'm going to go a step further. Do you think and feel DT should be in the NFL Hall of Fame, not just the Broncos Ring of Fame?
So this is tough, right? Like you can't put DT in the Hall of Fame before you put Rod Smith. And I'm a little busy. Go ask Mom. Jeez. I don't know where it was. You can't put DT in the Hall of Fame before you put Rod Smith in the Hall of Fame, right? Like, no matter how good DT was, Rod Smith is still better than DT, just in Broncos history stats, right?
Sure.
So the big question is, do we think Rod Smith should get into the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
And I do. I think he should. Do I think he actually will? Man, he's like right there on the verge of, so if he's on the verge, do I think DT is going to get in? Probably not. Do I think that him getting into the Ring of Fame is overdue? Yes. They should have put him in the Ring of Fame after he retired.
Absolutely.
Right? Like it should have been a couple years after that.
Yep.
And even when he passed away, do it that year. Mm-hmm. I can understand not doing it that year because you don't want it to seem like we're only putting him in because he passed away. So I get that. But he should have already been in the Ring of Fame.
So let me ask you this question. This is a tough question to ask. Do you think that DT is deserving of being his number retired?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let me ask you a follow-up question. Now.
Well, hold on, because so again, like, and we've talked about retiring numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you look at the numbers that have been retired, you've got Floyd Little, you've got John Elway, you've got Peyton Manning, Frank Tripucka. Like you don't have Terrell
They
Davis.
should have Terrell Davis.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have Terrell Davis's number retired. You don't have Shannon Sharp's retired. You don't have Rod Smith retired. So there's no way you're going to retire DTs.
Okay. So, in your opinion, is Demaryius Thomas worthy of a statue up front?
No.
Okay. All the Ring of Fame,
and again,
Ring of Fame players have been out front.
Yeah, but that's not a statue. That's a plaque that goes on.
Well, that's
the thing.
No, but there's like a statue with a bust.
Not on the Ring of. Not on the.
No,
thing
not the Ring of
outside
Fame,
front.
but when you walk up to where the horses are, because I've been there at Mile High Station.
Yeah, it's a big like brown marble pillar, and then there's a plaque on it.
Oh, it's a plaque.
It's a plaque with their face on it. Yeah.
Okay, so is he worthy of that? Is he getting that?
He's going to get that because he's in the Ring of Fame.
Okay.
But should he get a statue? No. He should. No.
All right.
Now, here's a question for you, and you and I have talked about this. Boom.
John Elway or Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning. All day, any day. Now, I will give John Elway this. I think John Elway
cannot go with PM.
I think that John Elway had the best arm out of any quarterback ever. I'll give him that. But if we're talking about quarterbacking, Peyton Manning.
All right. You brought up the chat question. I'm going to answer the chat question. Peyton Manning, to me, is cerebral. The guy is incredibly beyond comprehension how he can look at defenses and pick them apart. I have to go to John Elway for one main reason. Back-to-back Super Bowls. Okay? And the reason why I say that, and I know people are going to say, well, it was Terrell Davis, and it was Rod Smith, and it was Ed McCaffrey. Yes, it was. It was a full team. But it was John Elway being that quarterback. You're talking about quarterbacks. You didn't talk about teams. You talk about quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. I would take John Elway. Now, on the flip side, if you would ask me, what quarterback would I want to lead my team in a very methodical move down the field? That would be Peyton Manning because of his intellectual being on the read.
What quarterback would you want for coming back in the fourth quarter?
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, me too. Yes.
Absolutely. Tim Tebow. Why? And you know what? You know what's crazy? Is that's what reminded me. I had a Tim Tebow flashback in the Eagles game with Bo Nix because we did nothing in the first three quarters. And then Bo Nix just lights it up in the fourth quarter. I sat back. I even looked at my wife and go, holy crap. That reminds me of Tim Tebow. Flashback. Literally was a flashback of what Tim Tebow did and how he was. But again, you go back to Peyton Manning, John Elway. My question to you, Mike, is this.
Well,
can you go wrong with either one?
No, you can't go wrong with either one. But yeah. I will respond to this, David. And Bill and I have talked about this a lot. Elway gave us 2 Super Bowls. Manning gave us Rocky Mountain Express. No. Terrell Davis gave us 2 Super Bowls. You can say what you want.
No. I will.
But
I will.
Terrell Davis won the MVP, and he ran for 2,000 yards in a season.
But who won MVP in Super Bowl 33? John Elway.
Who won the other one?
Because of his passing.
Who won the other one?
Terrell Davis. Okay. But what I'm saying is...
hold on. So you take Terrell Davis off the team. Do we even make the Super Bowl against the Packers?
No.
Okay. You take Terrell Davis off the team. Do we even make the Super Bowl against the Falcons?
No.
Thank you.
Well, no, I'm not
That's it.
disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing, but we're talking quarterbacks, not running backs.
Right. But what I'm saying, and I'm not taking anything away from John Elway, right? John Elway is a great quarterback, top 10 quarterback of all time. But we didn't win the Super Bowls because of Elway. We won the Super Bowls because of Davis.
Okay. And on the heels of that, we did not win Super Bowl 50 because of Peyton Manning.
Absolutely.
We won it because of defense.
Well,
No, we won it because of defense, dude.
I wouldn't say it's about the same, right? Like we won the Super Bowls with Elway in the same way that we won the Super Bowl with Manning, right? Like
True.
They were there, but they weren't the biggest contributor to winning the Super Bowl.
Let me put it to you this way. If Von Miller doesn't do what Von Miller did,
we don't win that game.
I just said defense.
Yeah.
Okay. You proved my point. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know. You're saying defense won the Super Bowl for the Broncos, and I'm saying Terrell Davis won the Super Bowls for the Broncos.
Sure. No, I agree.
We're on the same level there, Bill.
Right. No, I agree. But what I'm saying is Peyton Manning in Super Bowl 50, in the way you look at it, was John Elway in 32-33. Well, not 33, but 32.
Yeah, but again, we don't make the Super Bowl. So this is the thing, right? Like, and this is the thing with the 97, 98 and 2015, right? Like, we don't make the Super Bowl in 97, 98 without Terrell Davis. We don't make the Super Bowl in 2015 without Peyton Manning, right? Because Peyton Manning, after he got injured, was benched there for a little bit for Osweiler. And then Manning had to come in and throw for 4 touchdowns so that we could win the game and keep the number 1 seed.
Look at that one. If Elway is not our quarterback, we don't go to any Super Bowl.
I don't know about that one, man. The 97, 98 Super Bowl, man.
Come on, man. Who was our backup in 97, 98? I don't recall.
Gary Kubiak.
We would not have got a Super Bowl.
Dude.
No, we would not have gone to Super Bowl.
I don't know, man. If you've got
that tough question.
Was it Bubby Brister or Gary Kubiak, or was it both? I know Bubby
Brister was on that team. He was on that team.
It was Gary Kubiak the year before.
It said in 97. Bubby Brister was in 97.
So do we go to the Super Bowl with Bubby Brister?
Bubby Brister did. Remember when Elway got hurt?
Yeah, and Bubby Brister played, and we won.
And we did well.
Right. So that makes my point.
I don't know.
Do you know why we did so well? Terrell Davis, Shannon Sharp, Rod Smith, Ed McCaffrey, the best offensive line maybe ever.
So you're basically saying no matter who is under center
in the back-to-back Super Bowls,
right? No matter who's under
center, I think, wow, okay, I'll take that back, because if you put like Geno Smith back there, we're
no. I'm saying who the Broncos had. I'm saying who the Broncos had.
Yeah, if you put Bubby Brister in there, I still think Denver goes to the Super Bowl and wins.
Okay. Oh, David Young says absolutely not with the backup.
Dylan got his food. Yeah. Let's score.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Hey, babe, I was told I had to ask you a question.
Yeah, oh boy.
I'm a visual learner. What are boobs?
Figure it out.
Figure it out. That's not nice. Wow.
What'd she say? Figure it out?
She said, touch yourself. I was like, oh.
Dang.
These are moobs, not boobs. There's a difference.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So we're talking about quarterbacks, and you're saying that
why am I supposed to ask? Why you ask me?
Just ignore her. Just keep going.
So you're saying that okay, so any quarterback, so that when Osweiler came in for Peyton Manning in that run to Super Bowl 50, could he have won a Super Bowl without in Manning's place in Super Bowl 50?
Well, here's the problem with that, right? Like, because it's like I mentioned, if Manning doesn't come back in the second half of that game to bring us back to win it, I think it was against the Chargers.
Yes, it was.
We don't
Last game
get that. We don't get that number 1 seed.
Right, right.
So now you're not playing at home. Now you're playing an extra game. I don't know if we make the Super Bowl.
Okay.
If Manning
I
doesn't
agree.
come
I
back in.
totally agree. I totally
Whereas with John Elway,
Yep.
and that's
Oh,
that's tough because again, you've got Terrell Davis, you've got Shannon Sharp, you got Ed McCaffrey, you got I don't know.
Lady Grant, 6532. Thank you so much for being in chat. First time and ever seen you before. Said, nah, you need your star quarterbacks to close it out. I agree. Backups are not gonna make it. Not
Because Elway was one of the best to ever play the game. Totally agree. Elway is one of the best to ever play the game.
right. That's why I said I would rather have Elway. So there you
Okay,
go.
what's next?
Why are you getting tired?
I'm always tired. I'm fat and I got 6 kids and a wife who makes fun of me. So yes, I'm tired.
This is going to be my did I do that segment. So I'm really irritated about this one. Really big irritate. Here it is. We'll be right back.
Did I do that?
Okay. Nik Bonitto, ahead of tomorrow's game at home against the Giants. Huge crowd. Not Nik Bonitto. Demaryius Thomas going into the Broncos Ring of Fame. Super Bowl 50 players there. Nik Bonitto has to put up bulletin board material. No. Here's what he says. Nik Bonitto needs to let his play talk and not his mouth. Bonitto said this of the Giants fans, and I quote, I've never seen such a delusional fan base, end quote. We don't need bulletin board material going into tomorrow's game. Why would Nik Bonitto even say anything like that, knowing full well that we're playing a team that is much harder, much more focused, and much stronger than the Jets, who we barely beat? Why would he do this? This irritates me, Mike. It irritates me. I can't continue to go.
I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I love it. Competitive
You
spirit,
love it?
competitive spirit showing up, talk some smack. That's fine with me. Now, on the other hand, if we're talking like Marvin Mims smack talking, then if we're talking about Troy Franklin talking smack, now we're gonna have a conversation because you can't even hold on to the ball. But if Nik Bonitto's talking smack, that's fine. Like,
no,
what are they gonna
you're
do?
missing the point. Nik Bonitto needs to focus on his job as sacking the quarterback. If you start shooting stuff out, you don't think they're going after him tomorrow? You don't think they're going to double team him or double block him? He said that's because Giant fan took Cooper's words the wrong way. I don't care.
Jonathan Cooper said something first, and then the Giants fans took it out of context, and then Nik Bonitto responded. So
I don't
Giants
care.
fans started it.
I don't care. Keep your put
Nick
your
ain't
mouth
scared.
where your put your words where your action is. Do not put bulletin board words out there. I don't like that. I know talking crap is a big part of the game. Okay. Let me gather my thoughts.
It hurts my head to watch you think, Bill.
I get angry at things like this because what it does to me is it creates a situation where the Broncos team can lose their focus. Oh, I'm angry at this. What this guy? Now you're not focused on the motherfucking game. You got to focus on the game. This is not the Cleveland Browns. Oh, whoa, Cleveland Browns out there, man. Cincinnati Bengals beat the Steelers the other night. Giants beat the Eagles handily. We beat the Eagles, yes, but The Giants are a different team than the Jets. I don't like the fact that people shoot off their mouth right before the game. Don't you think, Mike, seriously, don't you think that gives focus and inspiration to the other team? I do.
No. No.
Hello? Hello? Is the microphone working? Hello? All I heard was no. Hello?
It's fine. Yeah, you're the only one having a problem with it. Because here's the thing, like, if you're Nik Bonitto, right, and you're talking smack, you have to at least back it up. You think
And
Nik
he
Bonitto-
has, but he may not be able to because he talked smack, and now they're going to focus on him.
right?
Why is
so-
it? Why is he
Okay,
putting a bull?
hold
Why
on.
is he putting a bull
Hold
on
on.
his chest?
If they're gonna focus on Nik Bonitto, let's say that they double team him, and I'm pretty sure somebody already set it up here. Yeah, Don Mars, right? If they double team Nik Bonitto, now Jonathan Cooper's got a free rush. DJ Jones has a free rush. Malcolm Rush has a free rush. Zach Allen's got a free rush. You can throw Wazarike in there; he can get a free rush. Like, somebody's going to be open, and the problem is you double team Nik Bonitto, there are 12 other guys they can throw in there that can rush the passer. They'll bring guys, like, you have 11 guys on the field. We'll bring somebody from the sidelines that can rush.
Oh, I was going to say you got 12 other guys. Okay, yeah.
So, am I worried that Nik Bonitto is talking smack? No, not at all. Bulletin board material is fine, but if he was trash talking the Chiefs or the Bills or the Lions, then it might be like, okay, calm down. But we're trash talking the Giants, right? Like, you can say they're good all you want, but they're still a mediocre team.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
when your number one receiver is Wan'Dale Robinson, you could talk some smack.
All right. We're going to back out of here and we'll get into the very last topic of the show, guys. I know you're happy for that. Heading into the weekend. Well, this already is a weekend. So we'll be right back.
Did I do that?
Mike's over there dancing, having a good old
Who's
time,
catching?
like always. Your son, Lennon says, London games are weird. If it's different environment, completed that game and how it ends does not matter because we won.
A win is a win is a win.
Win by 1, win by 21. It's all good. You know, let's see. How about this one? Oh, Don Mars. Like to see you. It says a rookie quarterback, the best receiver versus the best pass rush. Broncos by 10. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah.
By 10?
I think more. I mean,
Okay.
think about it, right? If you shut down Cam Scatterbo, who else do they have on offense?
True. Speaking of the Giants and the last topic of the show, Broncos Giants preview. Mike,
I knew you were going to come to me first.
Broncos at home at the Giants. Second time we've had an opportunity to have Russell Wilson at quarterback against us. He is not playing. We have
He sucks.
Dart. So therefore, Broncos, Giants, it's going to be a celebrity showing at Denver. It's going to be electric with the fans. Do the fans ignite the Bronco players to play their best? Or is it going to be a microcosm, not microcosm, a mirror of what we saw in London against the Jets?
I mean, you would think that it was the paycheck that would get these guys going because that's a lot of zeros on them paychecks. No, I don't think this is going to be a mirror. So with the Jets, right, you have to worry about Breece Hall. You have to worry about Garrett Wilson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, those are guys you have to worry about. When you look at the Giants offensively, you have to worry about Cam Scatterbo, and that's about it. So even if
Dart, you got to worry about Dart.
yeah, but it's not like Dart's going to be running all over the right, but he's not going to be running all over the field every single play, right? Like he's got to throw the ball to somebody. The issue with the Giants is that if you get outside of Wan'Dale Robinson, who on any other team would be like a wide receiver 3, right? Like he's okay. But you take PS2 and you line him up against Wan'Dale Robinson. Well, now who are you throwing against, right? Like if you can't run Scatabo because he's running into Roach and Dre Greenlaw and Singleton, you got to throw it out to your tight end. Well, that's what you have Jahdae Barron for. That's what you have Dre Greenlaw for. That's what you have Brendan Jones and Huafunga for, right? They can go and cover that tight end that we're not able or that they like to throw to because they have nobody else to throw it to.
Your son just said Waddell's a great
He's a great slot receiver, which would be a wide receiver 3, which is what I said, right? Because one would be your go up and get it or your number 1 guy like Justin Jefferson, right? And then you have like Adam Thielen, who's a number 2, who would go out and get the ball. And then you have that slot guy that's like your number 3. So he's basically a number 3 wide receiver on any other team. So if you get past Scatterbo and you get past Wan'Dale Robinson, you have a tight end. Broncos have the best pass rush in the league. Broncos have the best pass rusher who is going to be going for Defensive Player of the Year. And there's really only one guy to cover. Like I think that we're going to have a problem with the Giants' defensive front. We are not going to have a problem with the Giants' offense.
Yeah. Okay. How about this one? Joe Brewer says, Bill, you're forgetting about the 5280 feet that Dart has not dealt with yet. So that is an extra thing for the Rook to worry about. Do you agree that the altitude is going to play a factor in Dart?
Yeah, third, fourth quarter, he's going to be exhausted.
Okay.
I mean, look at it you got to look at Cam Scatterbo too, right? Like it's going to affect him too.
Yeah, very true. David Yonkins says, when the Broncos played the Lions and was paying tribute to DT, what happened?
Mm-hmm. What happened in that Demaryius Thomas tribute game? We laid the smack it down.
Up.
Right? Lit it up. So now you're putting DT in the Ring of Fame, and you don't think that we're going to light them up?
Yeah, good. Great point. Great point. Great point, DT. I mean, not DT. David Young, great point.
DT did have good points.
Yeah, he did. He did. No, that's awesome.
Is there anybody outside of Cortland Sutton that played with DT that's still on the team? I don't think so.
Nope. No, the only other one was
Brandon McManus, but he's gone.
Brian McManus gone, and so is the other wide receiver. Jerry Judy.
Judy didn't play with DT.
He didn't play with DT?
No. It was, I think it's just Cortland Sutton. Was Bowles there? Has Bowles been there for that long?
Yes, Bowles has been there.
So Bowles and Sutton. Okay.
Bowles and Sutton. Yeah.
Okay.
Garrett Bowles, yeah. Wow.
I keep thinking it was a long time ago, but it really wasn't. He retired in what, 2000?
Who?
Or 2020?
Yeah, I was going to say not 2000.
Not 2000. Yeah, well, I was thinking like 2020. 2020?
2020, yeah.
I think is when he retired, right? Or 2021?
Yep.
Okay.
That wasn't that long ago. Golly, man. It's so sad to just think about. But you know what? In closing, before we go out tonight, I want to get your thoughts, Mike, on
Are you sure?
Yeah, I do. I want to get your thoughts on DT and what game stood out with you or catch or whatever of DT, because this Sunday, tomorrow, we're going to talk about tomorrow when we do the Broncos neighborhood. The impact that DT had on the Broncos, his smile, his energy. Cortland Sutton says that he used to always bring popcorn into the locker room and hand out popcorn and things like that. And people would, DT was just a very down to earth, fun loving guy from what I've read. And Cortland Sutton continues that atmosphere within the clubhouse. And he said, especially, he's doing that this weekend. He's bringing it out exactly how DT would do it. He's doing exactly the same thing for this weekend. What is your greatest memory? I know what mine is, obviously, with the Steelers. You know,
I was
with
going
Tim
to say the
Tebow.
same thing.
That's the greatest one. But DT with in the Super Bowls with Peyton Manning, the catches, what is your outside of the greatest memory, obviously, of the touchdown pass from Tim Tebow? What do you take away from this upcoming induction of the Ring of Fame with DT?
Well, you just have to look at the impact that DT had on Broncos country, right? Not so much the Denver Broncos franchise in particular, but like outside of the team itself, like the city of Denver, the fans of the Denver Broncos. Because you think about it, Denver Broncos fans are very, very like involved, right? Very emotionally involved in their team. So when you look at the great Denver Bronco teams, you think, oh, Rod Smith, right? After Rod Smith retires, who do you have on that team that's like that's like the guy as a receiver? I mean, you had Brandon Marshall, but I mean, he was good, but I wouldn't say he was like the guy. So you go from Rod Smith, who is the guy, to then having Demaryius Thomas, who is the guy, right? Like there's a lot of emotion behind having DT on the team because he brings back those memories of, hey, when we had Rod Smith, we had this, we had this, we had this. He did this in the community. He did this for the fans. And then you kind of had that lull. You didn't have anybody that did that until DT came in. And then it's like, now we have that guy that's leading the team, whether it's on the field, whether it's off the field, he's out in the community. He's out talking to the fans. Like, this is the guy. So when you think about DT, you think about this is the point to which our team turned back around, right? So there's a whole lot of deep meaning behind DT.
Yep. Let me bring this in real quick. Joe Brewer says his best memory is DT's memories is a playoff game, obviously, against the Steelers, and the 200-yard plus game versus the Cardinals. I forgot about that for the Broncos record. You know, DT, and we're going to wrap it up with, I want your prediction of the score for tomorrow's game. But DT in Broncos history as very short-lived career as a Broncos player is immortalized. In my opinion, it's immortalized. I mean, we have Terrell Davis. Oh, obviously he's still alive, but we're talking about contributions. We're not talking about on this earth. We have Terrell Davis. We have John Elway. We have Peyton Manning. We have DT. DT smile, his love for the game, his impact to other receivers and what he meant. If Cortland Sutton can say, and Sutton has said, I am going to do what he did on game day to remember him on his induction into the Broncos Ring of Fame, that is an impact. And that's what DT was. He was an impact to the players of this team. He was an impact to the community. He was an impact to his organization. And I can dare say, as far as I'm concerned, he was an impact to me. He's made me look at life differently and just appreciate each and every day you have, because you never know what's going to happen. Mike, close us out before we get to the scores.
Absolutely.
We're good, streaky! Yes!
Closed. Moving on.
Did I miss something?
We're celebrating DT. We're going streaking. Woohoo! You can't just throw it to me like that and say,
Hey,
close
are we
it out.
still? Hello? Hello?
You can't
Oh.
just throw it to me like that and say, close it out, because I'm going to do something weird.
Spence will be back next week, I think. Unless we're kicked off. Anyways, okay. We went to the preview of the Broncos Giants. Mike, what's your final score for preview? I mean, what's your final score of the Broncos Giants
Broncos 29, Giants 17.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
29-17?
Yep.
Okay, I have Denver 17, Giants 13.
You're welcome, Joe.
Thanks for the nightmare fuel and mental picture that will haunt me. That is so good.
Except you,
okay. Well, if I turn sideways, you can't see anything. Never mind. I'm not going there.
Yeah, I was getting ready to, and then I saw my son put a comment in there. I was like, nope, not saying that.
17-3 score on safety and a 1-point safety. How do you get a 1-point safety from a TD?
Like if you go for the extra point and it's blocked and then they run it back.
Oh, you do? You get 1 point?
I believe so.
Okay. Wow. Look at this one. Broncos 35-10 by Lady Grant. Woo!
Maybe.
Okay. All right. I like the way you think. I love the way you think. On a block on field goal, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you block a field goal, yeah, right. It is 1 point. You're right. That's true. Okay, Mike, it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been real. Guess what, guys? Guess what? Less than 12 hours. No, less than 24 hours.
There's that Bill math.
Is it 6 p.m., 6 a.m., 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Anyway, sometime tomorrow, around 1 o'clock Pacific time, Mike and I will be back with the neighborhood. And you know what's going to happen? This will happen. Mike will be in the left side.
Now everything feels right.
Because he will be the neighborhood. But because whoa, what are you doing? But because, there we go. But because.
Yeah, them tacos were good. I knew it.
But because it's the neighborhood, or not neighborhood, because it's Broncos Buzz tonight, I'm on the left side. Tomorrow, he will be on the left side. It will be the neighborhood. Mike, I am going to bow out of here. Normally, we will give shout out to the chat, so we will do that real quick. I'm not going to go down the whole list because Spence is a lot better at doing this.
Oh, that's fine. Joe, Dylan, Dom.
There you go.
David.
Go for it.
Lady Ray Grant. Landon. Oh, who else we got here? I think I got all them. Richie.
Joe Brewer.
I said Joe Brewer.
Okay.
I think I got them all.
All right, good.
Hold on. Going to the top. Dylan. I almost forgot him. Okay, yeah, I got them all.
Perfect. All right, Mike, I am going to give you the honors to close out tonight. Normally I do, but I'm going to give you the honors to close out tonight. Guys, before that, it's been fantastic. Love the show. Guys in the chat, you've been fantastic like always. Can't wait till tomorrow. We're going to do it again on Broncos Neighborhood. Mike, take us home.
Am I hitting the video and the button at the end?
Yes, you are. You're doing everything.
All right, everybody. We love having you in the chat. Make sure you head on over to the MHRT network where we have shows Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the neighborhood on game days. Make sure you tune in on Tuesdays for the 5280 podcast hosted by myself, with Cameron Parker, Gage Madrid, Glenn Hauser. Make sure you watch mainly Broncos on Wednesday nights with Cameron Parker. Obviously, check out Broncos Buzz on Fridays most of the time, except for on Saturday. Also, make sure you go over to Broncos Syndicate, hosted by Gage Madrid. That channel is growing. It's at 7,000 subscribers. We want to get them to 8,000 subscribers. So head over to Broncos Syndicate. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and the thumbs up. Also, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up on everything MHRT Network. Again, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We love Broncos country. We love the Broncos. Peace out.
Fast lane when I pass in the street. Bag of money in the passenger seat. Tempo's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast record